Hi everybody, Jo here again. First of all, I just want to extend my Christmas wishes to all of you and send you a big hug. Thanks so much for popping in today. I know it's a special day for a lot of you. I hope you're seeing lots of friends and family. And you know what? If not, well, you've got your friends and family here in your crafting family. So let's just welcome our arms, put them round each other and give each other a big hug. Now, today, with it being Christmas Day, obviously I know cards are made, well, hopefully they're all made, given out, gifts are given. And so what I thought I'd do today is come in and do a little bit in my journal. And this is my small Lavinia journal. And what I'm going to do is use a couple of my little scraps up. Here we go. So I'm thinking sort of that time between Christmas and New Year, it's a great time for using scraps up. And I save, I don't know about you, but I save every piece of card. So I've got two here that are 3.5 inches square. And I'm thinking I'm going to create a couple of designs, as I say, to go in my small journal. So that's my plan. But with it being Christmas Day, I'm thinking, do you know what? We'll just get together and we'll have some crafty fun. Do you know what? If I don't like it at the end, it is what it is. Suffering a bit today. I've got a bit of a cold. I know there's a lot around, so do excuse me if my voice sounds a bit peculiar. Now I'm thinking on one of them, I'm going to come in with my Christmas Joy stamp, this beautiful small tree. I think that'll fit. And I'm going to use the pine cone. So I hope you're having a lovely day, like I say. And I know it's quite strange because some of you will have snow, some will probably have rain, and I dare say some of you will have some sun. It's funny, isn't it? So I'm thinking I'm just going to put the tree in, I'm just going to stamp it sideways and just put it there. You know me, just find it easier stamping sideways. And there's a lot of detail in this stamp, so don't be in too much of a rush to lift it up. Look at that, we want all that beautiful detail. And then I'm thinking I'm going to come in with my catkin stamp. But what I'm going to do is stamp the two together. Now I know some of you'll say, why didn't I just have a piece and cut it in half? But the point is I'm using scraps up. If I cut myself a piece specifically, well then I wouldn't be using my scraps up. So it's a way of using these two pieces. And I'm thinking, let's see if we can put this there. Just want it to go across the two. I like almost that continuity across the page. Right, see if we can do one above it as well. And again, I'm being mindful to put my block on my copy paper, not on my work, just in case I've got ink on my block. Right, so we'll see if we can have one above as well. A bit precarious, that one, did you notice? We'll see if that one's stamped. Oh, it did. Lovely. And then let's go with this one, having one that way. I think that would look nice. Complement that design. I've got my Christmas jumper on, look, for the day. Got to have your Christmas jumper on, haven't you? Christmas nails, Christmas jumper. Right, I think I'll leave that. Now let me have a look here. Now, because we've got that, I'm thinking I could do this and make a swag, but I don't know if I like that. So maybe if I pop one coming, oh look, that would look nice. Just see if I can feed it in. Again, remember, if you're not sure, use your acetate. Today's just about having fun. I think sometimes we get so worked up when we're crafting, don't we? The pressure, you know what it's like before Christmas, the pressure of making the cards. How many have you got enough? No, I like that. You could make a series of these, you know. Maybe do it in your zigzag card. That would be fabulous. So that's the fairy catkins. Now, we'll pop that one to the side. So we need something to go on here. Now, I'm thinking Pippin's the right size, but I'm thinking I'm going to use Tilly because she looks like she's dancing. And I'm thinking, joyous Christmas. I love that. You know that phrase, that dance like nobody's watching? I just love that. Do you ever dance around the kitchen when you're in the house on your own? I do. I hope I'm not the only one. I hope you're going to tell me you do. And do you know what? If I'm a bit fed up, it really cheers me up. To make sure the window cleaner's not calling that day, though. But today's a good day for dancing around the kitchen like nobody's watching. Yes, just make sure you're not in the middle of a party. Mind you, you could set the dancing off at your party, couldn't you? So there she is. She's dancing because it's Christmas and she's happy. So let's give her a couple of little, yeah, look, she's really got the movement. She's dancing away. So we'll give those a quick blot. And then I'm just thinking, let's add our moon mask. So I'm thinking of going for the small one. And some blue Atoll ink. And I've got my middle-sized brush here. But you know me, I'm going to turn these upside down. Just find it easier to work upside down. And as I say, today's the day for nice, lovely crafting. Nothing strenuous. So, did you get lots of goodies today? Lots of crafting goodies. Right, I don't want it directly in the middle, look. I want it off centre, so let me think. Where should we put it? There, I'm going to go for there. Yeah. I hope you did. I hope you got lots of lovely things to play with and have fun. And again, I'm always dabbing off in the lid, look. Starting at the bottom, because I want that a deeper blue. And then just coming all the way around. And what I will do, while I've got the blue, I'll just add some on the corner here. And these brushes are fabulous for this. And a little bit on here. We'll give that a wipe. And pop that back, then we don't lose it. And turn them back round. And that's nice. I don't want it too dark. I love that lovely light colour. So let's get our mini hill masks out. And I'll just use the flatter one first, just to create a little bit of a sort of a ground in there. And then we'll just ground our lovely happy dancing mouse. Now again, I can go right across, look. Just move the mask across. Because at the end of the day, I want this double spread to be a lovely cohesive design. Now, what I want when I'm looking at this shape, look, I want the shape to just mimic under the moon there. So if I do that, don't worry about this because we can match this on, but maybe we could use that one. That would be easy to match on. And if I go to where my blue finishes, then that gives me the sky look. So we'll do that and we'll concentrate on this side where we've got the tree. And I want to go over that edge. I don't want to give a line there. So if I stop there, look, does that make sense? Because then I can just carry this on, look, and just give it a bit of a twist of an angle. And then if we do that, and as long as we don't come over here, that will join up and that looks beautiful. Looks like we've created ourselves a complete new shape there. So I like that. Again, nothing too, just nice, easy to do. So I'm thinking let's add some colour. And again, today's a lovely day for colouring. So I'm going to come in with my watercolour pencils. Now I've got choices with the berries. Do you know what? As it's Christmas Day, let's go traditional. Let's go red. So I'm going to get the red and the pink. And I'll just colour. Now I want a piece of kitchen towel to lean on, and it's under my desk next to Eric. He's had a wonderful time. He loves Christmas. He gets so excited. He loves opening his presents and everybody else's if he could. So I'll just go in with my red at the base. And I'm just going to go right across both. I always love New Year for tidying out my craft room. What about you? I love that when you get new crafty things for Christmas and then you have to find a home for them. And it's a good excuse to tidy. I like a bit of tidying. Well, the thing is then, if it's only if you can remember where everything is. Have you ever done that? Given a good tidy up? You know, I couldn't have anybody else coming in and tidy my craft room, could you? Unless I suppose they labelled everything. But it's that knowing. I love the fact that we know where everything is. And sometimes it's almost like when it's untidy, you know where stuff is. You tidy it up and then you think, where did I put it? And have you ever done that thing where visually you remember having something and you remember putting it somewhere in that safe place and then it's just gone? Can't find it. So I'm going to do my wink of colouring again. So with my wink of Stella, so these are watercolour, but instead of using a watercolour brush, I'll just come in with my wink of Stella and that just blends the colour beautifully, but also it adds that lovely sparkle. And as it dries, if you remember, the wink of Stella just gets more sparkly. Now, I know there's a few of you that didn't have wink of Stellas, but hopefully Santa brought them so you can have a play at this. Honestly, it's such a fabulous technique, so quick and easy to do, but gives such good results. And I tend to start in the lighter of the colour and then blend into the dark. And the only thing is, I will have a bit of red left on my brush, look, but I'll just clean it on the back of that card. There we go. And look, that's all it takes. And now it's gone back to that lovely clear wink of Stella. Which, while we've got it, I'll just add to my tree. Just so I've got a bit of extra shimmer, look, on these bits. Lovely end bits of my tree. So speaking of my tree, we'll add some colour. And I've got my gel pens here. Just an assortment of colours. And I'm just going to randomly... I'm going to add the red first because that'll go with my berries. And what we like with random, eh? Right, so that's some red. It's lovely. I think this is green. Yes, green. I was looking on the pen, and of course it's on the lid, isn't it? And these are the metallic ones, so they have such a lovely sheen to them. And then we've got a blue. And again, if you just need, it might be you just need time to relax. It might be you've cooked the Christmas dinner. Or it might be you're watching this a couple of days after Christmas and you've had family, you've been busy, and you just want some nice time to relax. And journaling's a perfect way of doing it. I mean, it might be you want to stamp straight in your journal if you've got a lovely smooth journal. I mean, for me, like to, there's something about using my scraps up. Don't know about you, but it always makes me feel so good that I've just used those scraps of card up that I save. Because we save things, don't we? It's just nice to use them rather than save them. And have boxes and boxes of saved things that we save for that day, you know. There we go, that's pretty. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's just get our white pastel. So if I just get my pastel pencils here, I just have to file them on the floor next to Eric, and we'll just give our mouse, we'll give her a little bit of highlight, look. And I'm just smudging it because the pastel pencil, it just helps fix it. But also for me, it looks better if I give it a little smudge. There we go, she just looks a little bit. And then with my white pen, let's just add a couple of highlights. And you can do it on top, look. We'll just add a little bit on the tree. The moon's this side, isn't it? So it would just catch it. Maybe just on her nose. There we go. Lovely. So, let me bring our pages in. So what I'm thinking is putting these here. And I want to create something in the background. So if I put those over there, I'm thinking of using the feather leaf stencil because I want a bit of something, but I don't want too much. Now, again, what you can do is get all your stencils out and have a look, but I'm just going for my favourite, and just because I can. I'm going to use the same colour, the blue Atoll. So I'm thinking I want some swirls in this corner. So if I just move my stencil round, I could put the stencil on and just go across the whole of the card or my journal. But I'm thinking I just want, so if I bring this in, look, and I just want that subtle in the background. I don't want it to be too in your face. So a little bit more. That one going that way. Like I say, if you want to cover the whole page, just pop your stencil on and cover the whole page. I just like, especially with this, just random bits of it. And I sort of hand pick the actual swirls that I like. Now again, I'm using my middle-sized brush for this. See, I like that one going that way, so I want one coming this way. So that one there, I think, will be perfect. Now, if I'm not sure how it looks, I can just lift it up, look. Yeah, lovely. So I'm thinking popping this in here. Yeah, just a little bit popping out from there. So maybe just the end of a swirl there. Right, so I'm going to move on to this page. Oh, that nice big one there. Just watch you don't go over where the edge of the stencil is. Just be mindful. That one I like there. Now again, if you wanted to mix your colours up, you could introduce another colour. I just want to keep that lovely cohesive design, and for me this is just the background. I don't want it to take over. I just want it to add something to my design. And I love doing this. And just using part of that stencil. So this one, I'm thinking I'm going to put her sort of there, aren't I? Just doing something in here, look. Oh, so maybe I could have this little. That would look nice. Now maybe for this, I'll just bring in my smaller brush just to make it a bit more. See, I'll get more colour. So it'll show up more. Yeah, I like that. So what I'm thinking is with that then, I'm going to add with the, just with my smaller brush. So again, I get a deeper, I like that. I like the contrast there. So we'll add another one. Pens go away. So we want another little one, but I want it facing that way, don't I? Right, so we'll just... Obviously, ink's more concentrated with a smaller stencil brush, so I find it's just that deeper colour. And I like that because that then gives me the differences. As you can tell, my desk definitely needs a tidy. So I'm thinking if we have them... Now, obviously, I could have extended the moon, but I like it like that. But I've just got a little bit of space here and here. And if I look on my scraps, I tend to stamp lots of things, look. So I've got the word Christmas, but I think that's too big. But I'm thinking our other gorgeous little mouse, he would look lovely there. Oh, and Noel. Yeah, he'll fit there perfectly. So these need a little bit of blue. So I'm thinking I'm just going to put a little bit of blue around them. So I'm just going to use my stencil brush, look, and just bring in. I don't need to add any shape. I'm thinking if I just edge them, again, it just will bring them in to that lovely cohesive design. Now, with the smaller one, look, I can just ground our mouse. And I can't remember, is this, I think this could be Bibby. And if I don't even need to use my mask. These little brushes are just perfect. I can just ground him there. Brilliant. And then carry on. Just adding some colour all the way round. And he's, oh, that's quite good because he's then playing the music, isn't he? So that our Tilly can dance. There we go. Do you think she's singing as well? Are we doing that thing of, what is it? Dance like nobody's watching and sing like nobody's listening? Believe you me, if I was singing, nobody would be listening. Don't know about you. Maybe we can just... a little bit of shadow under Noel as well. Yep. So we'll give that a wipe. Give it a dry. And it's Christmas Day, so look, our lovely new Inky Binky. Getting nice and dirty. He's far too clean. Right, so let's have a look. So we're thinking of that there, and that there. Yeah. Now, let's stick those in. So I'll get some of our lovely bippity boppity glue. And then we can add some Posca splats. This will give me wiggle time so I can get them perfectly opposite each other. Now, if you want, I bet there's some of you know that are thinking about making your Christmas cards for next year. This is a great way you could make toppers and then put these onto your Christmas cards. And then, hey presto, you could start for next year. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? And again, remember, this glue dries clear, but also it gives us that bit of wiggle time. So we can just... Important though, do pop the cap on. Very important. I think that's just about... So, that's just on a scrap of card. Yep, that works. So I'm just going to write here... Love and best wishes. Christmas 2023. And you know what? That's so important because it's handwriting and it's nice to have your own handwriting in here. I love to use my stamps, but it's important that this is a little part of me in my journal. And just to finish off, we'll have some lovely Posca. So I'll give that a little bit of a shake, and we'll come in across here, look, and then we'll add some on here and round. I like that, going right across and right across the page on the fairy catkins, across the tree. Now, if you wanted to do this in your large journal, obviously you could extend your fairy catkins. You could add some of the holly, maybe some music notes. Maybe write a little bit about, what have you done today, about your Christmas. Because after all, your journal, it's about memories. Did you have a dancing mouse visit you at Christmas? Who knows? I can't wait to find out. So that's my offering today. That's our little bit of craft time together, creating a page for our journal. So I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me. Did you have a mince pie? Did you? But you were tucking into it, weren't you, while I was playing? Anyway, you take care. You enjoy yourselves. Much love, hug and hugs from me. Bye for now.